Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing all right. So the 10-year is 3533, 3533, and had an opportunity to talk to one of my good friends, longtime buddy, Daniel Dean, loan officer extraordinaire. He's with a different company, but he's still a great friend and a great loan officer. And we're kind of just laughing a little bit. He's like, Glint, you in the videos. It starts out the 10-year. What's all that gibberish about the 10-year? Who even knows what the 10-year, who even knows what that is? What are you talking about? So, and he's just laughing at me. And I was like, hey, Daniel, you probably bring up a good point. I can't remember if I've ever actually even said, hey, why do I always start out with what the 10-year treasury is, right? And if I have, it's been a minute. So the 10-year treasury in circles is considered the leading indicator for fixed rate mortgages. So as the 10-year treasury goes, the fixed rate mortgage interest rates tend to go. So as 3.5 becomes 3.6, 7, 8, 9, interest rates tend to follow. And as 3.5 becomes 3.4, 3.2 down into the twos and the ones where they were a long time ago, then interest rates tend to follow it down. So that's generally why I talk about the 10-year treasury. It's just sort of a benchmark to say, hey, here's what it is. And you can just kind of track along and say, hey, rates are getting better, rates are getting worse, rates are changing all day long. So anyways, Daniel Dean, I appreciate that heads up. And more importantly, man, I appreciate your friendship. And I appreciate that conversation we had today and catching up with you, man. I'm glad the family is well. So what else is going on? Not only did I talk to Daniel, but talk to handfuls of agents and, talked to actually another loan officer in our office. And he was talking about a client that went under contract without getting pre-qualified, right? And somebody where the agent's like, hey, I asked him to get pre-qualified 60 days ago. And here you are, you just went under contract without saying anything in the deal. And now, you might come up short, right? The income might not be there. I said, hey, friend, how about no ratio, right? And so a 3-1 arm, it's a 3-year arm. So the rates be fixed for 3 years. Doesn't take into consideration income because it's what we call no ratio. So there is no income component to it. And again, rates aren't as attractive as if you had income, your own money to put down and all that great stuff. Now it is a 20% down payment in this deal, so you got to have a little bit of money. In this situation, they actually did have plenty of money to put down. It was just, hey, what about, and again, for maybe a graded scenario would be a self-employed person. So no ratio loan was the winner of the day, but not to be outdone by the winner. Real winner is Daniel Dean. And again, if you have any questions about mortgages, about the 10-year treasury, about no ratio loans, co-ops, 30-year fixed mortgages, you name it, renovation, construction to perm, 404-915-6834, blinkmortgage.com. Have a fantastic afternoon. If you're going to be watching the Georgia Bulldogs against TCU Frogs, I've got friends on both sides of the aisle, so go teams.